Yo, what up, bye, it's Theo Stewart, and today I'm doing another CAD video. Today I am going to go through and do some dimensions, as well as I'm going to hatch some more stuff. I know previously on the basement I had hatched this. I'm actually going to delete that now, and I'm going to go back and make it more of a solid line for the walls, or solid hatch. Same thing with all the other walls on the other plans. I'm going to go back and make them all solid as well. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that, as well as the dimensions of stuff. I'm only going to do the main floor plans. I'm not going to do the electrical or the plumbing and stuff, because technically you don't have to dimension those as well. In some cases you do want them. But actual just regular floor plan dimensions, you don't have to put that on every set, just the regular floor plan. As well as eventually, I'm just going to take the electrical layers and stuff, as well as the plumbing layers, and actually copy and paste them into these floor plans, so it's all just one file for each floor. I was just doing multiple different ones, that way I don't have so much stuff going on in this. Even though I can turn off layers, I still felt like doing it separately. I don't know, I just did. So yeah, but eventually I'll import those in here, and then I'll do dimensions for them on certain things. But today I'm just going to do the actual floor plan dimensions. I'm going to go ahead and start in the basement area and then work my way up. here's all the internal ones. That way they know it's 4 feet wide, 21 feet this way. You know, that's 6 feet. Here's they can do the math. 21 that way. 6, 5, 4. And then when you're laying out dimensions, when I started in school, you always go from inside of the wall on one side to the inside of the wall on the other. But for the actual dimensions itself, you always go on the same side. So I went from the inside here, but I went to the left side on here. So then that next one will start on that left side and end on the left side of the next wall. So that will start on the left side and end on the left side, so on and so forth. So all these dimensions for the rooms, this is just a 6 by 6 half bath. But since you're doing that, I got 5-inch concrete walls on both sides. So you're measuring one of those walls. So that's why you got 6 feet 5 inches. If I measured both, it'd be 6 feet 10 inches. But if I did from actually inside, it would just be 6 feet, which is what we kind of agreed upon for the half baths to be a 6 by 6. Same thing with here, you're getting that 5-inch wall right here. The exterior walls are 10 inches, but you're not measuring the exterior walls anywhere, so you don't have to worry about that. Same thing with this, the hallways are 6 feet wide. So from here to here would be 6 feet, but we're also measuring the thickness of that 5-inch concrete wall. So that's that. Some of these are going to have to get moved around because we're going to have text and everything else laid on top of it. So it will need to be moved. That's just how that is. Why this is 16. 2/7 inch, I have no idea. It should be 16.5. Let's delete that. Let's do another down line. Go ahead and start right. These are supposed to be 16 by 16. Okay, 16 by 5. I must have clicked somewhere wrong a while ago. So that's 16.5. Yeah. 16.5. I must have had it clicked in the exact spot or something. I don't know. I did not run a dimension line up and down here because you can tell that those are the same height. I got it here, so it's kind of given. Same thing with this being 16.5. I didn't measure that, so you would know that's the same, even though that would actually be, 16 even, since from inside to inside, since you're not going the outside to exterior. But they can tell that that's the same size. And the reason why they do that from one side to the other side instead of incorporating the thickness of the walls and stuff is it's just easier for them when they lay down the measurements, like when they pour in concrete, so they know where the lines are going to be, or the walls are going to be, so they know where to insert the anchor bolts and stuff, as well as the ones that they might not put anchor bolts in, which they should always do that, but some places I know they don't put that in when they pour the concrete. They use a nail gun, in a sense, some heavy duty nail guns that will go through concrete, and that's how they anchor it in. And when they do that, they just run a chalk line and pop it. And so what they'll do, they'll start right here. They'll have their usually exterior walls, because they can lay the bottom plate or whatever up against the edge of the slab, or just offsets like an 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, or whatever for the sheeting on the outside. So they know where those are going to be. And then they measure from the inside of that plate over 10 feet, pop a line. Then they'll go over another 6.5 or 6 feet 5 inches, pop a line. Go over another 10 feet 5 inches, pop a line. So they can measure from the lines that they're popping, and then they know that their walls are going to be on the right side of that line every time. Same thing going up and down. That way, when they pop the lines or whatever measured out, they can just go from one point to another. They don't have to go, all right, here's 10 feet, let's measure 5 inches for the wall and then measure another 6 feet. It's just a continuous measurement. Hey, that's all I'm going to do for now. I'll go back later and finish doing the dimensions on the first floor, then do the second and third. Might tweak the size of the text a little bit, maybe make them a little bit smaller, so they're not so big, and then I might move them around a little bit more so you can kind of actually tell what's going on. I did it a little bit with some of the stuff, but still looks kind of clouded and muddy. So I'm going to kind of maybe tweak that a little bit. I do like how the pool room turned out though, with the center marks and stuff. But yeah, I'll finish this up later, and then probably go back and do these little zigzag things. So let's just go ahead and move that one closer so I don't forget that I got it just kind of over on the side saved. It's easy to select. But yeah, I'll go back and add the little arrows and stuff later. I'm saying, you know, up, so you know what direction you're going, or down right here and here, and then finish off all of the dimensions. And after that, I will probably go back to my text layer, where I have everything actually labeled. I did notice somewhere, maybe it was and I'd say, yeah, they have a title section here, so I might delete all that text and rechange it to that, since that will already be kind of formatted some, and then the actual title of the drawing itself down here. So yeah, now what do I have here? I have no idea. I'll still delete those. Oh, I know what those are, but yeah, let's delete those. But yeah, I'll do that, and then once I get completely done with all that text, and I'll go back and start labeling this like it's supposed to be. Start the little ledger over on the side for the electrical and stuff like that. Do all the door tags, window tags, room tags. Okay. Stuff like that. Calling out some of the stuff like dishwasher, cooktop, double oven stuff. I mean, I figure the cooktop they will probably know, but this, just looking at it, you're not going to be able to tell. So you know, let them know that that's a double oven. They should know that that's a dishwasher. It's kind of common for cabinets. If you got an X hidden line, that it's a dishwasher underneath. Kind of do that. I still need to go back and put a microwave, overhead microwave up over here, like in the upper cabinets. Kind of like a over the range microwave, but it's not going to be over the range. It's going to be kind of built into the cabinets. But yeah, I still need to put that in there. That's about it. A bunch of schedules and a lot of text type stuff, actually designing wise. It's all done. Still got to throw the microwave in, and that's about the only design thing. I know they had asked for a driveway, which I will do that at some point as well. They don't know exactly the size of the land and how far back the house is going to sit. So they don't know how far back it's going to be, so I don't know how long to make the driveway. But I do know they want 2 circle drives within that driveway, as well as some fences. I don't know how big the property is to do the fence, but I'm going to do the driveway that comes out, and then a circle drive, and then it go out a little bit more. And then I'm going to break it with one of these lines like that, so you know it kind of continues. And then I'm going to do a second one, and then do the second circle that way. And then, you know, however much space is in between those, I don't know, but that will be determined later. But they see all the actual main details and stuff, as well as the fence. I will probably kind of show where the fence would be. You okay? Yeah. And as for the fence, since I don't know how big the property is to know how big to make it and how far to go around it, I'm just going to kind of show where it goes across the driveway in the section I show, and then also kind of break it with those lines as well, so they can kind of get the main points of it and all that. But besides that, that is about it. I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Yelly.